Hello students, let us continue the lesson Anandi Gopal and autobiography. Now, with all the opposition and criticism, Anandi was able to withstand all these obstacles and she went to USA for the further education. There, after joining the women college in Philadelphia, she had to stay in a room which they had provided to her. The fireplace there emitted a lot of smoke. This irritated her very much and she started having frequent temperature and cough. But the weather there was not supportive to her. Still, she determined to face all these obstacles and complete her studies. Now, I'll read the lesson. Anand, my health was severely affected by my stay there. After around 2 years in the USA, I had sudden spells when I used to feel very faint and get a high temperature. She used to get frequently fever. The cough never left me. By the end of the 3 years, my condition had worsened. I somehow scrapped through the final exams. With all these obstacles, she faced the exams also. Even she had fever. At the convocation where my husband was present, it was announced that I was the first woman doctor of India and got a standing ovation for that. See, that was a pride for India. And even in spite of all these obstacles, somehow she obtained a medical degree and that was announced. That she was the first woman doctor of India and they gave a standing ovation for that. When she was given the standing ovation, she felt proud. It was one of the most rewarding moments of my life, she said that. But for her health, day by day, I grew worse and nothing worked. See, day by day, her health was getting worse. My husband then admitted me to the women's hospital in Philadelphia. She was admitted to the hospital. I was then diagnosed as having tuberculosis, but the disease had not yet reached my lungs. The doctors advised me to go back to India. At that time, she had obtained the medical degree, but her health did not permit to study further. Now her husband admitted her to hospital, but at that time when they diagnosed, she had the disease tuberculosis, that is the TB, and it had not reached the lungs. At that time they advised her to go back to India. Now the journey back home took a further toll on Anandibai's health as doctors on the ship refused to treat a brown woman. And here also on the way back to India, they also had to face some unpleasant situation. On reaching India, she stayed at her cousin's place in Pune to receive treatment from a renowned Ayurvedic specialist. On the way back to India, the doctors also refused to treat her because she was a brown woman from India. And when she stayed at her cousin's place in Pune to receive Ayurvedic treatment from a renowned specialist. However, he also refused to treat her. Why? According to him, she had crossed the boundaries of society. Anandi had gone against the Indian customs and traditions. Finally, on February 26, 1887, frustrated that all her achievements were in vain, Anandibai succumbed to her disease at the age of 22. See, she could not do anything. She was helpless because of her health. No one agreed to treat her. And finally, she just expired in February 26, 1887. At the age of 22, she was mourned throughout India. Her ashes were sent to Mrs. Carpenter, who wanted to place them in her family cemetery in Fort Deepis. And the Mrs. Carpenter couple, they just looked after as if she was their daughter, and they had asked her her ashes to be kept in the family cemetery there. Anandibai's efforts, however, were not in vain. Yes, she had put a lot of efforts. To this day, she is an inspiration to Indian girls from all walks of life. She enables us to believe that whatever our situations and circumstances, nobody's dreams are unachievable, and that each of us has the potential to achieve whatever we wish to. Today, the Maharashtra government has a fellowship in her name for young women working on women's health. Yes, she was an inspiration for all the women. She was an inspiration for all the women by pursuing her medical education abroad with all the obstacles. Yes, she managed all and completed her medical courses in spite of all the obstacles she faced. Yeah, this was her achievement. After her death also, she was an inspiration for the Indian girls, next generation. And by this, what we learn? What do we learn? Continuous efforts, that is perseverance and determination. We can achieve anything. Nothing can stop us from achieving it. So this is what you learn from this lesson. Let us end up the class here. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.